Hello, my name's Lauren. I'm a speech language pathologist, and today I'm going to talk about some baby signs that I like to use and I teach my families that I work with. So I'm going to talk about 3 today, and I'll give you some example activities where we would use these signs and then also things that you can say at home. So the first one I'm going to do is all done. There's 2 different ways to do this sign. I think some people like the hands up, down, so all done. This one might be easier for children to imitate, handshake, just all done. You can try both of them, whichever one you think will be easier for your child, just model that one. So it's important to always do the word with the sign. So verbal model, all done, every single time you model it for your child. Another important thing I think to teach signs is to do hand over hand, and that means you're gonna take the child's hands and help them do the movement. If you have another adult to help you or an older sibling, that is very beneficial. They can be behind the child and reach around and help that tactile cue there. So hand over hand from behind while you are in front modeling it for them. So they are feeling it, seeing it, and they're hearing the word that goes with it. So that's really important to always use the word with it. Another important thing I want to say real quick before I move on is that don't expect your child to imitate the word right away, like the first day or even the first week that you are teaching these signs. It may take a few weeks, a month or 2, it just depends on the child. And, sometimes they may learn the sign without the word for a while, and that's okay, because that's the whole point of teaching signs, is that they have at least some way to communicate. And, we hope that the word's gonna come with it, but just make sure you have patience and don't expect them to say the word all done like the day that you teach it. Okay, so some activities that you can use all done with is anytime you are cleaning up toys, let's say you're doing blocks and you're gonna move to a book, just model that. Okay, we're all done blocks, now book. Or if you're moving from playtime to mealtime, you say all done, book or bubbles, and now it's mealtime or snack. After reading a book, all done, book. So these are things you can say. All done, let's clean up now. Or if they finish their juice, you're all done, juice. Okay, so moving on. The second one I'm going to teach is help. Help can be very functional because a lot of kiddos with language delays, they get frustrated that they can't communicate with you, which results in crying or tantrums, frustration. So we want to eliminate that frustration by teaching these signs. So help is really important when they need help with something, to be able to show you, I need help. So that sign is going to be a flat hand and then a fist, and the fist will just come down, help. It could be either hand, I believe. So examples, they need help buttoning their shirt. Oh, help, you need help with your button. Mommy will help you. Important to set your kid up for success with this sign, you can put things out of reach. So if his snacks are on the kitchen counter and he can reach them, just be mindful of that and maybe put it higher, or his sippy cup, so that he's gonna have an opportunity to be able to ask you for help. If you put your snacks up high and you see he's pointing and he wants it and he's kind of grunting or whining, model that, oh, you need help getting your sippy cup, or you need help getting the cookies. Mommy will help you. And again, buttoning clothes with a buckle, whatever he may need help with, he or she. So another thing, opening containers. If there's like a toy or like a snack and they can't open the lid, you could use that. You need help, I will help you, and then do it. So it's a lot of verbal repetition. Just make sure you're always saying the word with the sign. That's important. The last one I'm going to do is more, and this one's my favorite one because I feel like it's so functional. We use more to request things. So we want more of something. Again, that's going to eliminate frustration for the children. So more is your fingers are together and then they touch like 1 or 2 times more. I think I usually do 2 more. So that one's usually pretty easy for them to be able to imitate. If children that have fine motor deficits, sometimes, like I've worked with kiddos where they can only do the clap when they're trying to imitate it, and that's okay. You can still honor that as long as they're trying and they're, they have their own version of it, then you can still use it. Trying to think, some kiddos might have like the fist, so their fingers aren't out, but it's like this, and that's okay. If you recognize that they're still trying to imitate, then honor it. So, example activities, if bubbles is a big one for more, most kids love bubbles, so blow bubbles the first time, wait a little bit. Oh, you want more bubbles? Okay, let's ask for more. Reach over, help their hands do it, or have that other person help them do it while you're showing them. Always use the word. Music too is a big one. Most kids love videos or music, so you can pause it and then ask to ask for more in that way. Also, of course, snack. If they have like those puffs, if you're using snacks, I like to use things that have where you can break apart, so cookies or crackers. You can break a piece apart, give it to them so that they have more opportunity to ask for more. So just be mindful of that. Don't give them like a whole cookie and let them just eat it. I know most kiddos want to be independent and just eat their whole cookie by themselves, but just try it. You hold the cookie, break a piece off, just 5 minutes a day, try to work on that. And then you can do that with any mealtime too. So if they're all done with their corn or whatever it may be, and you have more to give them and they want more, just model that. Oh, you want more corn. Okay, let's ask for more corn, here you go. And you're really just like talking them through it the whole time. So you're definitely important in this, in teaching signs. So they need to hear the verbal model like consistently. So I think that's it. So let's review real quick. We did all done or all done. Do that between activities. Do that when they're all done drinking, eating, whatever activity that you think it would make sense to model. Okay, you're all done. Now we're gonna go do something else. Then the next one we did was help. So make sure things are out of reach so you give the child an opportunity to ask for help. And then the last one is more. That's for requesting. When you know they love something, if it's a highly motivating food or toy, you can always use more. And more than likely they'll do it for you. So again, it's gonna take time. Some kiddos might do the sign. They may start imitating the sign the week you teach it with the word. Sometimes the word's gonna come out like for more. Some kiddos just get the mo part, the beginning of the word, and that's great. Last thing, important thing, every time your child tolerates you helping their hands do it or they start imitating it, make sure you reward them with what they're wanting immediately so that they learn, I did this and I got what I needed. I think that's it, so thank you.